40% shares. Otherwise, there will not be Pick n Pay here. Hey, Somalians are taking our spaza shops. Your spaza shop collapsed before the arrival of Somalians. Actually, Somalians are helping you because now they are renting your empty spaza shop. Stop simplifying a complicated economic matter. A white man once came to me and he thought he was making a joke. And I was very angry after he spoke to me. He said to me, had we known that democracy is going to be so nice, would have given it to you in the 70s to avoid 1976. I said, what do you mean democracy is so nice? He said, we are making more money now, more than what we used to make under apartheid. He thought he was making a joke. And I realized this guy is right. These people now, they had one shop in Pulukwani. There was one Pick n Pay next to Taxi Rank. That was the only Pick n Pay. Now they've got Pick n Pay in Venda. They've got Pick n Pay in Giyani. They've got Pick n Pay everywhere. They never had those during apartheid. The so-called democracy opened doors for white minority to become more rich. And you are fighting amongst yourself, fighting for useless things. You're killing fellow African brothers. You say they took your jobs. What jobs are there? Because these people are not working for your government. These people are not working for any of the big companies in South Africa. They are selling Makip here in Joburg Park. Yet you go around saying they took your jobs. They know poverty. And they know that every single cent counts. So if you take yourself too serious to sell Makip, someone has seen a vacuum because nature does not allow a vacuum, and that person has occupied that space, is selling Makip. You go around, they took our jobs. Go and sell Makip if you want to sell Makip. They will never stop you from selling Makip. Stop fighting for small things and saying they took our jobs, referring to Makip. The person who took your job is a white man who brought a big mall. Every village I go to now, when we campaign, everywhere I enter, the villagers are saying to me, Malema, we need a mall. And I thought, they think malls are being sold somewhere. I must go and buy it and come and put it here. They don't know that they can come together and open a mall in the same way they came together during apartheid. They contributed money and built schools. The schools in the villages were built by our people with their own money. Why are they not coming together, put money together, build a mall? When they say to me, Malema, we want a mall, they mean go and call a white man to come and do a mall. Because the oppressor is in possession of our mind. Every time we think the oppressor is our liberator. That's why oppressor is enjoying here in our country, because they are in control of our mind. Why would a white man respect you when you don't respect women? When you see women, you see an object. You can just attack anytime you want. You can use it for anything you want. You don't see a fellow human being. When you see a woman, you don't see another human being, you see a tool to be used in a bedroom for your satisfaction as a man. You have gone so crazy to a point that you are now even attacking children. You have moved from children now to grannies because you don't respect yourself. And then you wake up in the morning and say, hey, whites don't respect us. Why would they respect a person who's not respecting himself? It starts with you. You must have a self-respect. You must differentiate between kids, women, and grannies. And then women are the most peaceful, understanding people. If it was for me, this world was supposed to be ruled by women. Because women don't fight easily. They always reason it out. They don't use power. They always, all of you men gathered here, when you are on the wrong at home, especially those who are married, I don't know about those who are not married. Floyd Shibambo can start talking about those things with me because he's new into this institution of marriage. We welcome him into this institution of marriage. When you are at home and you are wrong, you argue every time a woman wants to make a point, you don't allow it. You say, hi, I don't talk. I don't talk. Because you know that once she opens her mouth, she's going to paralyze you. She's going to give you the facts. And you are still going to argue that, I don't want to listen to that. But when you are alone, you know that she is right. That's how they are. They believe in the power of persuasion. Why do you kill such people? It doesn't matter whether you bought them food, whether you bought them expensive bags. Hey, or Papa, you chose to do those things. She never put a gun on your head and forced you to buy those things you bought for her. You did it voluntarily. Hey, jiwa munna, jiwe. Mkala, munna ku jiwa ngwana khosi. O tla complain. Hey, women also buy you presents. They start buying you with a roll-on. They as a birthday present, because they can't tell you, hey, there is a difficult smell here. Because they are very nice people, very peaceful people. They buy you roll-on, they buy you perfume, they buy you nice clothes and all that. The day you divorce them, they never threaten to kill you. You exchange presents. But when she says she wants to leave, you are attacking her. You think it's being an African man to kill and beat up women makes you an African man, like Boko Haram, abducting young kids. Why are you not going to take those politicians and kidnap them? Because your problems is politicians. It's not a girl child. Kidnap politicians. They chose that job. The kids never chose to be kidnapped by anyone. Go to politicians. Leave girl child alone. Hey, when they say men are trash, they don't mean you who knows his place in society. For as long as there is a rascal male, all of us were a mess. You must know that everything else you do, you represent man as a man. You represent all of us. Even behind closed doors, the minutes you take behind the closed doors, you are representing us men. So if you take 2 minutes, we are all blamed like that. Or men, South African men are like that. What they say, hey, and you can, and when they say South African men are useless, you can't be going around trying to prove it. I don't take 2 minutes. When they say 2 minutes, it means there was a fellow who misrepresented us here. In the same way, a fellow misrepresent us, kill Karabo, and go and bury her. That's a misrepresentation. So all of us take a collective responsibility. South African men are trash. That's who we are. And if we don't want to be called that, then let us change our behavior. Then women will start tweeting hashtag South African men are lovers. Let us change our conduct. Karabo's death must serve as a wake-up call, not to a girl child, but to a male. Stop your behavior. There is no Nigerian that gives people drugs and kill them. There is no Zimbabwean that gives people drugs and kill them. No, all of us Africans. Karabo was not killed by a Nigerian. Most of these people are killed by their relatives. They are killed by people who are known to them. The day you are shifting the blame and says South African women